Hey Dionysus, did you finish your chapter on misogyny? You're supposed to do that by now.
I'm still working on it, but I don't know if that's what it's going to be on. I don't know yet. Like,
Fuck,
it's going to be.
Dio, you bet on this.
Yeah. I don't think
Josh
Justin's
had an
going to be
alarm.
around the classroom.
Josh had an alarm set on his phone that went off. Dionysus was supposed to finish that chapter by today.
Who did you bet?
Well, it's a lot more.
Justin,
It's a lot more.
Justin.
Yeah, I don't think Justin's going to be around the classroom.
Justin's here.
Justin
He
is
is
in the other server.
in
Hold on.
holiday. Holy.
Just one sec.
He's currently talking in holy.
Oh, he's been
Justin,
around.
are you here? Justin, hold on. Just wait. Justin, I gotta say something. Can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. Listen, Dionysus didn't complete his chapter on misogyny, but he bet you on that, right?
Yeah, he owes me a lot of money.
How much does he owe you?
I think it was like $300.
Oh,
No, it wasn't. It was $50.
That's just hilarious.
He's
I
saying,
forgot about that.
look, I'm streaming you into Tom's server right now. He's saying no, that's the incorrect amount.
I mean, that's possible. That's fair. Actually, it's been forever. I don't remember the amount.
Ask him what the right amount
like
is.
it's like at least 100, right?
At least 100?
It was 50. No, he said 100, and then I said, no, let's just make it smaller. Let's make it 50.
Did you say smaller? Let's make it 50.
Yeah.
What was it really, Dio? I think it was in the hundreds. At least 100.
No, it was 50. It was 50. I guarantee you it was 50.
Why is there no record of this?
I guess because people didn't take it serious.
Well, most of it is the reason why is there's just a lot of research to do on the topic, and you have to like figure out what other people have already written about or wrote about the subject matter, so you don't plagiarize or you don't want to repeat what people have already done.
So, do you agree that you owe him $50 then?
I don't know, not necessarily, because when was it due? What date exactly?
Today.
No, I think it was in January, actually.
Josh set an alarm on his phone.
It wasn't today, it was in January.
Josh,
And I really wanted to watch that movie too, because I thought that movie was going to help me.
We were gonna have a movie night to watch that movie, Dio. In memory of you.
Now, well, to let you know, it wasn't as violent. I've already seen it. I saw it last night. It wasn't nearly as violent as I thought it was going to be, and I didn't actually enjoy that. I mean, it was all right. I didn't enjoy as much as I thought I was going to enjoy it.
Oh no!
I thought
that's not the reaction we were.
it wasn't as profound as I'd hoped it would be. Though it did make me think about hell. So.
Guys, Graham Oppie is talking to Steve McRae right now.
Who's that?
Yeah, about atheism of all things.
I guarantee it's about the definition of atheism.
Yeah. It's annoying because, like, they never tell us about this.
Is it really about the definition of atheism, Joe?
It will be. You know it will be.
Oh, okay, yeah, it will be.
That's all they argue about over there. Like when I brought up the logical problem of evil with this one pastor, they were like, well, he could bite the bullet on that. And I was like, that God doesn't exist?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hi, Layla. Enter that.
It's just immediately hi, Layla.
Your laugh is infectious.
Yeah, I love
She just
those laughs
comes
so much.
in, just, hi Layla. Just no one else. Just you. It's like-
Wasn't even talking. Me and you were talking. And she just
How have you been, Jordan?
I missed you.
I did you. What
I
did you
lost
miss
him.
about me, Drydet? I feel like you're just telling me
Your
sweet nothings because I have
voice,
no
your
meaning.
hair, you're beautiful. I love everything about you.
Drydad is one of my
Uh-huh.
favorite
That
people in
laugh
Small
is so
Bird.
cute. That laugh just makes my pussy wet. I love you.
What's up, Attila?
Am I missing something?
What do you
Yes,
miss?
always. Always, Deadpool.
Oh,
You're
I
always
missed.
missing.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Layla and Ziddy are involved.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Uh,
Technically, we're all three involved. It's a triangle of involvement.
Hold on a second. Is Josh still here?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh shit, the mic was muted that
I'm
whole time.
looking at how far back I have recordings, and like I got them all the way. I've got way back, so it sounds like this bed happened. It was like a 6-month window for this bed.
Yeah,
Is
it
that
was
what
6
it is?
months ago.
Okay, so
Yeah, it was 6 months.
the
And I have the date. Hold on, just wait a sec. Oh, my
Yeah,
fucking-
Dio is disputing the date. He's saying it wasn't today, it was in January.
well, he's also disputing the number. So
It was the 15th of December.
so 7:15. Oh, sorry. 9:15.
Between 2 and 3 p.m. That's when it was. It was between 2 and 3 p.m. 6 months ago.
6:15.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I thought the bet was off since Justin took off. I didn't expect.
Oh,
I
Dio,
actually
come
predicted this.
on.
I predicted this. Who did I predict this to? Yesterday.
You
Well, I mean, I
predicted it to
didn't.
me.
If I had
You
known, if he
predicted
would
it to
stayed
me.
in, if he had stayed in the community, I would have been more gun ho
You
about
predicted it to
completeness.
me the day before. You predicted it to me the day before this happened because I looked on my calendar on December 14th and I said, "Oh, Tom, guess what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is when he completes his book on is supposed to complete his chapter on misogyny." And then you said that he's going to make some excuse that since he wasn't here, the bet was off.
I'm not saying it's off. I'm just saying like it just seems. It said like we're gonna fight or something like that, right? And all of a
Get
sudden that
Justin in
person.
here.
And if that
Go
person
ahead
had
and lay out
I
exactly
mean,
the terms
from
of
my
the bet and define everything.
Alright. Sure. So the terms are.
you would think.
Wait!
Oh, guys.
You got
okay,
it?
so I went to 6:15, and I Josh gave me a time between like 1 and 2 p.m. I have a recording right around that time, and as soon as I played it, I knew that I was in the ballpark. Stand by.
This is gonna be.
We have to get Justin in here, Tom. I'm
Dio,
bandwagoning
I
him
for
in
one,
Yeah.
I
I'll bet.
will say I for one,
Okay.
have missed you being in the community. My motivation
I'm not
for it might
saying
not be the best.
I'm not saying that it nullifies the bet. I'm just saying, as an act of charity, you should extend it like a month or two.
What?
I'm not saying that it nullifies the bet. I think as an act of
Why,
charity,
though, Dio?
because it's like I didn't think he would ever show back in the community. He never showed up. I mean, he's been gone for like 4 or 5 months at least. I haven't seen him. I mean, maybe he hasn't been
It
gone
doesn't
completely.
matter. But you were gonna
he's
write
so
the thing
desperate for
anyway.
Rolls cows that we're letting
Let's just put it this
Jill
way:
back?
I would give him the same charity if it was the other way around.
Because this is how I think it happened. I could be totally wrong, but I thought it happened something along the lines of You said you were going to write that thing. Justin said you were never going to write it. You weren't going to write it. Then he made a date by the time you weren't going to write it. And you said you would have it written by then. And you guys made the bet. That's what I'm guessing happened. I could be totally wrong about that, though. I don't know.
No,
if I
it was
there.
because he disappeared, and I just kind of forgot about the bet completely. I mean, that's
No,
what
but
happened.
is that how it happened? Is that how it happened? The way I explained it?
Tom, his username is Pogan Jack, not Justin.
Oh.
That's a different Justin. Pogan's Jack is the username he's under.
Oh, we're resolving a bet here, Seth.
Oh, sorry, Seth. Did I interrupt you? My bad.
I don't
Jesus,
see Jack. That doesn't come up with anything. I don't know what the fuck. He always changes his name.
Oh, really? 3656 is the number. Try typing that in. 3656.
No.
What? Okay,
Justin won't
give
come
me mods for
over.
a sec.
Justin won't come over here. He's over there and pouting that you banned him a year ago. And he's like, when I pointed that out, he's like, I haven't even mentioned it. Like a kid who's sitting in the corner with his arms crossed. It's like, come on, come to the park.
Well, that's fine. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. All right, you guys ready to listen to it?
Yes, I am.
So according to Dio, I have not listened to it. I've only listened to the first 3 seconds, and I know I hit pay dirt. But according to Dio, the bet was $50, and he thought it's ended.
Oh, I was right.
What?
I was right. It was $50. I told you. I have a good memory.
No, hold on. He's giving you your claim right now. Go ahead.
What? Yeah, you're saying it was $50. I haven't listened to it, Dio. I have not listened to it. I'm
Okay.
I remember. And you said it ended in January, so let's listen.
Record. Go. Alright, Dio has to write one chapter of his...
Go ahead and lay out exactly the terms of the bet and define everything.
Alright. Sure, so the terms are... Wait! Record. Go. Alright, Dio has to write one chapter of his misogyny book, Genealogy of Misogyny, and I've used a loosely defined criteria for the chapter that it has to be up to publication standards, which is intentionally a little squishy, but what it basically means is that he's gone through the work of editing the chapter, going through drafts, correcting typos, errata, things that you would typically do before publishing a book. It doesn't have to be perfect.
I have friends that are editors. I don't have to worry about that.
Sure, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's not the point. The point is that he's obviously gone through some kind of draft and revision process for the chapter, right? And the idea is that it's going to be $50 if he completes one chapter of the book within 6 months. But if he doesn't complete one chapter to this pretty easy standard, in my opinion, then he owes me $50. That's the deal.
What's to stop him from writing one paragraph and saying, I wrote a chapter?
That's a good point, Dio. So, let's just say that so that most people will accept it as a typical chapter in a book.
Yeah, I'm good with that. It's not.
No. Look, Justin, you know better than this. What are you talking about, man?
Come on, look, I don't have time to be overly specific about this while I'm running.
Then guess what, Justin? Guess what, Justin? You have no business making a bet with Dionysus. Do you understand who you're talking to?
Well, luckily for me, I'm the originator. So look, how about you help me nail it down? What else do we need to add to it?
Look, it should at least be like 10, at least 10 pages.
No, you do word count.
How does that sound to you?
This one.
All right, at least 10 pages.
And a page is...
That's so easy, man. It's so easy.
You do word count because
you realize I went to college, right? You realize I went to college. All right.
Look, we're saying at least.
Dude, I have had final exams that were like 20 pages long.
All right, so you wanted to... All right, we'll up it then. It's at least 20 pages.
No, 10 pages.
You have to show us what you've got so far too.
No, I don't actually.
No, he doesn't have to do that.
Hold on a second. Now you got to understand this is Dionysus we're dealing with. So now you need to define what a page is, right? Because you can just say like, well, I wrote it in 24-point font, and you know, a page just depends on how big the book is, and like if it's just a paperback, there's not going to be as many words.
That's why I said word
you
count.
guys, come on, you guys know better
Word
than this.
count.
Classic college professor rules or paper 8 font and standard size, spaces, periods, and whatnot.
I think that's good. Yeah.
No, there's about 300 words per page.
I'm an
Just do
idiot.
300 times 10. There you go.
All right. 3,000 words minimum chapter.
Yes.
Okay.
300 words per page, is that right?
Yes. Anyway, so I was right about the amount. I have a good memory.
Yeah.
I'm saying 500 words a page, 250 single.
You can this really easily. It's essentially just paying you to write it up, which is nice.
Dude, I write 20 pages in like a week's time period for a final exam. So I'm not really.
I think he might be being a nice guy in like a roundabout way and trying to like cover it up by being mean to you.
Godless, who's this J92R person? Like, they're already talking shit. I don't even know who this. Do you know who this guy is?
Yeah, we're saying 500 words per page, Dio.
It's 300 is the average.
Well, we're looking it up, right? Josh has looked it up right there. Right. Okay.
It's not that much more to do. Should be fine.
Yeah, so if you use like a bunch of big words and you know there's like 490 words on this page instead of 500, that's going to be okay. But I think if any page dips below like 450, that would be a violation.
No, well, let's just do total number of words then. So it'd be like 30,000, right?
Sure, you could do that.
Okay, so so you're saying 400 words a page? Is that what you're saying?
4,500. Anywhere from 4,000, 5,000. 4,500 to 5,000 words.
All right, that's fine. I'm good.
Okay. What else do we need to stipulate, Tom?
Okay, what do we have so far? Like,
We have the word count. We have the length, basically. We have the idea that there should be some evidence of draft and revision. You know, so we can see that you kind of put in the work to get it up to publication standards. So
yeah.
idea, that's pretty simple to satisfy. Like
sources and everything like that.
Well, you could just say the document is like version 1, version 2, you know? That lets us see that there's been incremental revision.
All right, I think we get the point.
He claims he already has chapters, Justin. Do you believe him?
No.
Oh, absolutely not. That's a lie.
We know that he only has an outline.
Yeah, I don't even think he has that. He doesn't even have
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
I think he's working on an outline.
Yeah, I agree
You
with
should
that.
show us, Dionysus.
Because
okay,
you keep talking about it.
And it has to be in 6 months?
Yes, 6 months. And the bet, $50 if he completes it from me. If he doesn't complete it in 6 months, he owes me $50. Pretty simple bet. By the way, Dio, I could crank this out in one fucking night. That's how easy this money
So
is.
that's...
No, I know. It's an easy bet.
We have until 12:15, 2 p.m. Or whatever it is at your time. 1 p.m., 5 p.m.
But I want to make sure it's really good, though.
So right now it's like 5 Eastern, right?
I want it to be juicy. I want you guys to be salivating.
Yeah, you should. That should be your goal. Part of this is that you're going to have to reveal it to us. So I imagine that you have to put in some level of work.
Yeah, it can't be just mostly like quotes and shit. It's gonna have to actually be like your content.
No, it's gonna be my own work. I'm not gonna be a fucking fake ass about it.
Good.
That's another stipulation we should look into, like plagiarism percentage, or not plagiarism, but like what percent has to be his content versus imported.
Actually, you can pay to check
Listen,
that.
we don't have to worry about that. All of it's going to be my own words. You can do Google check.
Look, that's fine. Look, dude, Dio, you say this every time. We don't have to stipulate this. We don't have to worry about this. And then what happens when the deadline comes around?
All right.
You
I'll do it right now.
Say you activated my trap card. You never stipulated what it means to be plagiarizing. I'm not paying that.
You can't find, like, if you put one sentence in Google search, you shouldn't be able to find it anywhere else.
Can Dio block quote people when he cites them, though?
Really, you're not. I find that really. You're not going to use any quotes, stats, or anything from any other source in your book.
Well, it's the first chapter, so it could actually just be a statement of the thesis without any. I mean, it's a little unorthodox, but you could do it.
Why don't you give us? Hold on. I think you should give us the topic of the chapter.
The topic, I probably would just do like the. It's probably be more like historical information.
See what I mean?
Right, so that's a lot of quotes.
I have no. It won't be quotes. It won't be quotes. But I mean, I haven't even thought about it. Which one?
Well, Dio, why wouldn't it be quotes?
It won't be. It would be my entire. It won't be. I promise you, it'll be my own words.
Well, why? Why not? Why wouldn't? Look, the idea is that if you use, how about this? If you use them, you don't have to. You should block quote them, so that they're evident. So we can easily distinguish between.
All right.
Quoted work in your work.
Yeah, just don't use them gratuitously.
But there is a thing we can use.
What he's describing now is just a fucking book report.
Also, it has to be like $50.
Yeah, the first chapter of your book is going to be where you present basically your thesis. This is where you do all the conceptual work, typically, right? So in your case, it's a genealogy, which means you're going to have to make some kind of like conceptual argument about that these things have a history and a progression that allows us to understand them by working backwards and forward.
I got it saved in my calendar.
We're not going to add any more stipulations to it because this is starting to get like you're trying to move the tables, turn the tables to your side, and I just don't.
Well, just remember, Dio, none of these things are outside of you producing a chapter for a book. None of the things we're stipulating. But if you start saying you're getting worried about them, it just seems like you were talking shit.
No, I just don't know like how long this is going to go for. How many more stipulations?
I mean, look, the way it's all things you can agree to or disagree to.
Like I'm going to write down. I'm going to write down the agreement, and then we'll have us all sign off on it.
Okay.
No, Dio, I don't know. I'm not sure you understand. The stipulations have been made, right? So there is no further negotiations that are going to be done. This is
so it's done. I agree. All right, fine, it's done.
Okay. John, how's the John coming along? You passed the time?
No, it's July. I'll tell you in July.
Okay.
All right, so that's it.
Isn't Tom on the hook for like?
I actually thought about a good situation, Tom. When
hold on. I think you should make one more stipulation. There should be a time on when the bet is to be paid because that's been an issue in the past.
Oh,
ooh, that's a good point.
I think it should be settled within like 72 hours. I think 3 days is plenty of time to make arrangements.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, that's a solid point.
I have to wait to get beer. What did Tom say?
A beer? What fucking time is it?
It's 4:00 Friday.
He said that the debt has to be paid within 72 hours of the deadline.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Another point is who's going to arbitrate that the debt conditions have been met or not, or the bet conditions.
Well, we can pick 3 people: one person from my side, one person from Justin's side, and a neutral person.
Why would you pick someone from sides? That's retarded.
No, because it's not. If you think about it,
the payment satisfaction thing is actually really important for Dia.
Yeah, let's get 3 biased people on my side and 3 biased people on their side. I'll figure out who's the winner.
But I mean, I'm a little wary at entering bets since I was welched out of a bet not too long ago by Big Chum.
Oh, come on.
Justin has much better.
Anyway, this is a pretty good bet.
Does Justin have the history of paying bets?
I think he paid all of his bets.
Okay.
Yeah, he's paid me.
Well, I also have direct payment to Tom, so like it's easy to get money to you. Well, actually, Dio, how do you pay Tom typically?
I just pay him Amazon, I think. Isn't that how I paid you?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine. That works. That's fine. I'll just buy stocks or something.
What, stocks in Amazon?
Stocks.
Oh.
You know. This bet is really made to incentivize you.
Yeah, I know.
But the upside is that I'll probably just get $50 instead.
But you agree, though, that if it is a good book, it could be possibly influential, right?
That's a tautology. Well, not a tautology, but let's put it this way. If it was a good book, I take it what you mean by good is probably something like people like it, in which case, yeah.
Like, no, I just mean, when I say good, I just mean that it's really informative and it's well written.
Yeah, I think no idea to write a book, really. Like, the amount of fucking words that's going to go into a book, where you start struggling with your original thesis because there's facts that don't agree with you, like, fucking nightmare that it is to publish a paper like that. It's grueling. Like, it's horrible. You can waste years of your life.
You don't have to tell me.
Years of your life.
I know. Trust me, you don't have to tell me. It's a lot harder than people think it is.
Well, one of the things I'm concerned about, is you don't really have your thesis pinned down. There's an extra humiliating thing that might happen here, where you talk this book up, it's this big endeavor, you write a chapter, spend time on it, and then you realize there's like a really obvious logical flaw that Josh and I are almost certain to pick out.
Well, that's fine, but the bet, I would still win the bet, though, right?
Yeah, you would, but it would still be
That's fine.
excruciating.
All right. I just want to make sure that was clear.
Well, presumably you're not after $50.
No, I'm not trying to do
$50,
it. I'm not trying to do a half-assed job. I'm just simply saying, like, that's the reason why I don't want to, like, reveal any information about it until it's perfect.
Yeah, I understand.
How much of this do you think you'll write on Adderall?
All of it.
I don't take Adderall anymore.
That wasn't the question.
Why did you stop taking that, by the way?
I have a substitute.
What is it?
Stratera. It's a
Oh,
non-stimulant.
good. Yeah, I know it. Good for you. Are you going to want to go back because of this book assignment?
Well, if I have to do some, like, hard tasks, right, like, I would be tempted to do it, but I don't do it on my daily life, daily.
Dio, how do you see, what level of success do you see for the book?
Like, is it going to be like Harry Potter? No, absolutely not. But will it be something that,
do you even think that's an option?
I mean, I don't think anybody knows, like, how good a book's going to be before. I mean, sometimes people have unexpected success, and sometimes when people think that they're going to be successful, they have unexpected unsuccess. So, I mean, I have no idea how to do it.
Justin, it's 50-50.
How do you manage? No, I think it's unpredictable.
No, but like, I mean,
I love that 50-50 meme. It's great.
I think your title is even handicapped. I think you're handicapping yourself. Most people don't even know what misogyny is. Well, there we go.
Well, look, again, like, I heard it all, but I would say that I think an act of charity is due, because I thought Justin was removed.
You were supposed to pay fucking. You were
No,
supposed to
but
pay.
let me give you a good argument why it should be void, or at least should be extended. The reason why is because he removed himself from the community, so I had no expectation of winning the bet and getting the money on the other end. So if I didn't have any expectation of getting money if I won the bet, then why would I set myself to that deadline? That's ridiculous.
He removed himself from the community, therefore you can't write your book.
No, I can still that's my fault for procrastinating. But I'm saying I had no expectation, even if I had done it, and I had thought about this a couple of months ago. that he had left the community, so therefore it was pretty much void. So I don't see why just because you happen to have it in your calendar and he happens to be around on this date just by a coincidence, right? I don't think it's fair. Don't me to it.
Damn, Welch so hard.
No. Because I had no expectations of him paying me if I had done it.
This is like harder than a Shamos Welch.
By the way, I'm so proud of myself after listening to that recording. I mean, I have that shit on fucking lockdown, Dio. You're like fucking Kevin Federline going up against a fucking ironclad prenup, and you ain't getting shit from Britney Spears, dude. You just got fucking destroyed. I'm hammering all this shit out. I'm even like, I'm like foreseeing the fucking future in this fucking video, man.
See, in all honesty, right? Despite how you feel about me, in all honesty, you don't think it's fair for the bet to either be extended or to be void because of him leaving the community?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Because I didn't have any expectations of getting paid if I had done it. I don't think I had no way of getting in contact with him if I had done it, and if I had it ready. I didn't expect him to pay me because of him being gone from the community. That's not fair.
Why didn't you bring that up though when he left?
Well, your expectation of him paying is irrelevant, right? I mean, all you're saying is
no, it's not irrelevant. You say it's irrelevant.
If you guys make a bet, if we make a bet, it's irrelevant as to the reasons I think that the bet's gone, no longer.
No, it's completely relevant. It's completely irrelevant. If you make a bet with me, right, on anything, and then you leave, and if I have no expectations of getting paid for it, then I wouldn't expect you to pay me if just by coincidence you showed up in the community.
The only expectations you had were self-inflicted.
I'm just saying, in the act of fairness and good faith.
Stop the Jewish games, Dio.
And the act of good faith, I think that it should be either extended or void altogether.
Dio, you're literally saying that anytime someone gets in hot water for a bet, they can just get out by clicking on leave server?
You're that's not analogous. That's not analogous. He left for an extended period of time. It wasn't like he left for a week or 2 weeks. He left for like 4 or 5 months, and he's been gone for a long, long time. Therefore, I thought that the bet was void.
What do you mean?
I mean,
a lot of that time he was in the other servers, Dio. He was still in.
How is that relevant? That's not. It's only relevant if I do.
He's still able to be contacted, Dio. He's still part of the community.
I mean,
I thought he had left, so it's irrelevant.
So now it's just simply what
Dio,
you
do you
think.
want me to send you $50?
Look, wait, stop. Listen to what Dio just said. It's
some Jewish money.
Shut the fuck up. It's irrelevant to whether or not he actually left the community, right? Dio was saying it's just relevant whether he thought he left the community. So it's all dependent on what Dio feels. So if me and Dio made a bet, and I felt like Dio left the community, even though he's sitting right next to us in the community, it doesn't matter. The bet's null and void.
No. He left in the sense that most people believe that he left. Nobody knew where he was at. I think one time JC said that he was in. I actually talked to Danny, and I asked Danny when's the last time he talked to Justin, and even Danny, someone who's close to Justin, said I haven't talked to him in like at least 2 months. So I mean, I thought he was gone. So it's not fair to hold me to that. If he had been around, that would be another thing. But he wasn't around.
Listen. If we got to this date, my alarm would have gone off just the same, right? My alarm would have gone off just the same. And if it had been the case that you actually came back with a fucking chapter, which we all knew that you weren't going to do.
Yeah, but your alarm going off is irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
That's why the bet was made. That's why the bet was made, and we knew.
Yeah, but your alarm going off is irrelevant.
We all knew that you were digging your heels in. If it had come to that fucking date, and you had slapped a fucking chapter, a 10-page chapter, down on a fucking desk and been like, "Here, motherfuckers, reading it," I would have contacted Justin. Fucking, I know that Godless probably would have contacted
Yeah,
Justin.
what's so difficult about extending it by 2 months from now?
Dionysus, in that recording that Tom played, you were like, okay, yeah, I agree. And then after that, they started stipulating about the payment and the time frame of the payment. You never agreed to any
Yes,
of
he
that.
did. He agreed to it right after they said it. He said, that's fine. They said 72 hours. The words Dionysus used verbatim was, that's fine.
I had no expectation. If I had done it right, I had no expectation of him paying me. And I've actually thought of it.
It's just like, Jesus Christ, can you Jew game any harder, bro?
I love how you take in my memes.
To 11.
Okay. What's so hard about?
Just say it's okay, fine. If Justin comes in here, I'll pay him because he's not coming in here.
Why does he have to fucking come in there?
Yeah, he doesn't have to come in here.
You could donate to Modus Ponens.
I'd say, as an act of charity, give me 2 months or a month.
I would, only because I think it would be fun. Am I interested in this?
No.
The same goddamn thing will happen.
But because, like, 2 months is way too much, Dionysus. You're going to have to try it maybe 2 weeks or something. Because...
Yeah, what if the power goes out in your apartment and you think the best on?
You had like so many like barracudas in there just waiting 6 months to like rub your face in this. You know, Justin could have like exploded and like all over the news died. No like suspicion of him faking his death or anything. He could have just been gone. We all went to his funeral, everything. They still would have told you to having this.
I know, right?
Well, you should have done it though.
Yeah, so if you wanted to make some sort of further negotiations about an extension or maybe like parlaying the bet or whatever, that would all be under Justin's discretion. As of right now, you are in violation of your bet. You owe Justin $50, and you already didn't pay him within 72 hours.
Yeah, you should have already paid him by now. You should have already been out $50 fucking dollars.
I'm for giving him maybe an extension.
That's not up to us.
It's up to Justin's. Look, I'm gonna go ask Justin if I can just have power over this, because he's
Power
not
of
coming
attorney?
in here. Yeah, power of attorney. There we go.
They were streaming from
Dude,
the server
Dial,
open.
did you hear that recording? I even stipulated when you gotta pay, dude. I'm all over your fucking ass, dude. Josh, the real MVP with that alarm, though. I mean, this recording is not even named or anything. It's just in my folder, and I knew exactly where to find it just by when the file was created. Dial, another $50 down the drain, man.
That's Psy. Right there, man.
He knew he's fucked. He knows
I
he's
got
fucked.
nothing left.
Let me get this straight. He has till tomorrow morning to do that?
I guess technically... Well,
Oh,
no, it's
that's
already
like-
passed, right? It would have been today at somewhere around 2 p.m. or something. 16, so...
Oh.
It's already.
Yeah.
Man, Dio, you gotta get to work, man.
Dio,
Look,
if
I've already stated my grievances on this bet. The fact that he was gone, I didn't have any expectations of him paying me if I had done it. So I don't think it's fair, and I'm not going
That's
to hold.
irrelevant.
Well, it's relevant to me. You may not think it's relevant, but it's relevant to me.
You're just going through why you're thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And you don't agree with it, and I agree with it. So what?
Yeah, but you could just say, like, today there was a particularly shaped cloud in the sky, so I don't have an
that's not
expectation.
analogous.
It is.
It's not.
Well, Dio, do you think you got to pay him? And
I don't think I have to pay him. I thought the bet was off. He left. At least I thought he left.
He's just belt welcher.
It's not fair. If I look.
Yeah, but you were also saying the first...
If I bet somebody to fight me, right? Let's say this guy's going to fight me in New Orleans, right? I'm going to meet him in New Orleans for whatever reason, and we have a bet, right? That he's going to show up, I'm going to show up, and all of a sudden, like, he ends up in, like, from unforeseen reason, he ends up in, like, China or Japan for whatever reason. Dude, am I going to hold him to that bet? No. Like, he's not. The bet's void because of the
Your analogy isn't even fleshed
out. Dio, these rooms are virtual. They're not actually, like, separated by...
I didn't even think he was part of the community anymore. I thought he completely left.
What would that matter? But Dio, you know, the first thing you said was not, hey, Justin left the community. You said, I thought I had till January.
It's irrelevant. I did think I had January. So what?
You think you had till January for the bet that was nullified?
Dionysus will pay Justin when Justin pays Chrissy for the cam show that he promised.
Yeah, good point.
He already paid him.
That's retarded.
He did that.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
And that has nothing to do with whether or not Dio should pay Justin.
He was there for it.
The more things change, the more they say the same. Jesus Christ.
I was there for it, Dio.
Yeah, you're still belt welcher.
That's fine. You call me about. You call me many other things that are much worse than that. Like, I give a fuck.
Dio, this is ironclad.
I don't care. Eat me. I don't give a fuck.
Tom, that was fucking gorgeous.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm sure about that fucking.
I mean, I'm not gonna really do anything about it. I'm just gonna, like, make a roll called Bet Welcher, and I'm gonna give it to you.
That's fine.
What up,
you guys care about? I mean, you guys say worse things and call me worse things than that. You think I give a fuck about that?
Well, it's not about what we call you. It's about you're affirming it. You are a belt welcher.
Okay, I'm a belt welcher. So what?
Justin doesn't want anything to do with it.
To do with what?
You said Justin wants nothing to do with it? How do you know? Did you just leave the server that he's in?
Me?
Yeah. So
yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with the server or anything to do with the bet. So sad.
Alright, so it's that. So now, Tom.
But that doesn't mean that you're not a belt watcher. You could still get in contact with him and give him the $50.
Yeah, I had no expectations of him. I don't think he would have paid me if I had it done.
Oh, he would have. Yeah.
Do you think he would have? No, wait. Well, in your heart of hearts, you think he would have paid me if I had it?
Heart of hearts.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
yeah, right, whatever.
Justin has a lot of Justin's like rolling in cash. $50 is nothing to him.
I don't think he would have done it.
What's
So
that?
what?
Don't we have like background experience with him actually paying bets?
Yeah, but I think in this situation, and given the dynamics between him and I don't think he would have paid.
I think you're wrong.
I think that he would point to that same dynamic to say, totally I'll pay, because it's not going to happen.
It's just irrelevant, though. It's just like a 2K.
Dio doesn't even believe it. I guarantee Dio believes that Justin would have paid him. He's just saying anything he can.
No, I don't. No,
What
I
the fuck
really
does
don't
that matter
think-
even?
I really don't.
Dude, are you not gonna pay?
No, I'm not gonna pay. Are you out of your mind?
Oh, what a fucking piece of shit. Why would anybody ever fucking bet with you ever?
You don't bet me.
Lying piece of fucking shit.
Well, I don't care.
Untrustworthy. Oath breaker. Probably.
Turncloak.
To be fair, I don't think Justin would have been one
You're a
to accept
bitch,
it.
yo.
You guys have said worse things and called me worse things. You think I give a fuck about what you guys are calling me now?
Can someone change his name to Dionysus Turncloak, please?
Like you guys are like when it comes to like your opinion of me, like you guys are like the last people that I care about your opinion about me. Okay.
No, it's not about what we call you. But wait, it's not about what we call you, guys. You talk about being a man and all this respect bullshit, but then when it comes down to it, you take actions like a.
I think most people who I don't
You're
think
just like a child, guy. You don't take responsibility for your actions. You don't pay your bets.
I don't think you guys.
You don't take care of yourself. What action do you take that's manlike?
I don't think that you guys are upstanding people, so I don't really consider what you have to say very informative or important.
Would like a sign that someone's not
I don't mean
upstanding?
everybody, but I mean most people in here.
Yeah, but wouldn't a sign of someone who's not upstanding be that they welch on their bets?
Yeah, I don't think that the way that it played out was a bet that normally plays out a way in which a person would pay, right? I don't think
None of them do. No bet. You plays out in which
if a person, okay, it would be
we
like
listened to it though, Dio. We listened to it. You guys were Tom's right. You guys were like hammering shit out, talking about how many pages, talking about getting a panel to read it, how to work so you won't plagiarize.
I had no expectation. Like if I had done it right, if I had it completed, and he didn't pay me, I wouldn't.
To be fair, I think it's kind of on Justin to collect.
That is that's why
that's irrelevant, though. That's totally irrelevant.
I agree.
That's totally irrelevant.
That's
because it's your response. It's not on his responsibility to elect. You can say, look, you need to make sure you get your money, yes. But it's still the other person's responsibility to pay their debts.
Right. So if Justin came up to Dio and was like, hey.
No, it's not if Justin came up to Dio. It's Dio gives him his money on the law unless he has no knowledge.
All right, Dio, just message him and offer it to him.
See, I think Layla's got the point here because Justin wants nothing to do with this. At the very least, you need Justin to accept the money.
Well, that's irrelevant to Dio's intentions.
Okay, so Dio just message him and be like, hey, I'll give you $50 if you want. And then he's probably just going to say no. Just risk it.
I think he's got me blocked.
Yeah, I'll go tell him. You want me to go tell him? I'll go tell him.
He's not in there anymore, Joe.
No, but I'll tell him. He likes me. Me and Justin are cool. I'll tell him. Don't worry, Dionysus. I got you.
Like I actually don't really want this like sort of thing relayed. I think Justin and Dio should just talk on their own, and then because otherwise it's just gonna be like Justin's gonna say like I don't want to go in that server, and then someone's gonna come in here and say Justin said that Dio doesn't have to pay the bet. And then Dio's gonna say, "Oh well, I'm a scot free," and then they're gonna talk later and like, "I didn't never say you didn't have to pay the bet."
Interesting.
It doesn't matter. Even when I paid my bets, you guys called me a bet welcher. So whatever, I don't care. You know,
it's going with y'all. Like you guys call me a racist, so I'm gonna be one now.
It's just. I mean, look, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Once I pay my bet, you call me a bet watcher anyway. What does it matter? I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't.
Dio, in that situation, you didn't pay the bet on time, and you said you weren't going to pay the bet. Why do you leave out the relevant context?
Gallus is like, why are they picking on him? It's just like, this is all his fucking doing.
We're not picking on him, and like, Layla and I are pointing out that there's like ways for Dio to salvage this.
Yeah, he can easily get out of it by just saying, "Hey, Justin, you want the $50?"
You are both
and
insane.
Justin's just going to be like,
both
"Nah."
Of you and Joe are both insane. What do you mean salvage?
No, you guys don't understand.
You both of you think we're idiots?
Even if I wanted to pay,
listen to me,
Why are you guys asking me questions if I'm not going to be able to answer?
Listen to me, Joe.
Even if I had the goodwill to pay, I might have no way to contact him. All right.
I didn't even get to ask my question. The point is, Joe, is like, do you think that we're dumb enough to think that if Justin were to say, "Look, I don't care about this situation because he's butthurt about being banned or whatever," that Dio's actually off the hook for trying to welch on the bet?
You're misunderstanding. I'm under the impression that it's clear Dio lost. No one's gonna deny that. Dio can't even deny that. He's even like using kind of weaselly words to.
I thought the bet was void.
See, he's like.
It's not weaselly words. That's just a very legitimate complaint somebody would make, right? I had no expectation. Listen,
you know that he should have said something.
No. Does anybody in here who's honest believe that if I had done it, that Justin would pay me, like would actually come and find me?
Yes.
He has me blocked. No, he wouldn't have.
Look, Dio, I'm trying to help you here. What you should be doing right now is pushing for a month extension. Because that might get Justin interested, and that might, the potential for lulz might entice everyone else in the room.
Yeah,
Jovan, by the way, Jovan, that was my goal. Like, I forget exactly what your concern was, but I don't think I was violating it. But my goal is to see if maybe Dio can try and push for the extension. Only you guys need to pick someone who will never leave and who will remember to tell Dionysus that they had a bet in order to accept the money, I guess.
Dio's not going to do it because he doesn't feel like he needs to save face. He's just not going to pay this fake ass bet.
I think Dio is fine here. I think because Justin wants literally nothing to do with the community, I think Dio gets off scot-free on this one.
Well, he'll get off on having to pay because Justin is just basically refusing. But before Dio knew this information, he made it clear that he wasn't gonna pay. So he's just a fucking welcher.
Yeah, I mean,
he probably shouldn't have said anything.
yeah, saying getting off scot-free doesn't make any sense because the whole problem is that he's a welcher in the first place, and they didn't want to pay the bet in the first place.
Even so, I don't think it gets him off scot-free anyway. He just owes, as far as I'm concerned, and Justin can collect it at any time in any manner.
Right. It's between him and Justin.
You do owe Justin $50 though, Dio.
We'll convince him too.
Like if
I'm sure you owe the world a lot more than that.
Justin has made it clear it's like he doesn't want
Like
to
his-
talk to us or anything to do with us or whatever. But he ought to just say, the bet, I'm declining your payment or whatever. So that's
JHC, what do you think about it? Did you hear my case, or were you away from that?
I don't think
JHC.
JHC even heard the recording.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I can run it down for him.
Oh god.
This is so delicious.
Go ahead and run it down for old JHC.
Just give him the key points.
It's not that difficult.
The executive summary.
You know what's really frustrating in all these videos that I do of these bet documentations? There's always some fucking faggot. Oh, we don't have to go through that. We don't have to do that. Look at how extensive we were. And Dio was still trying to push some bullshit, right? I don't want to ever fucking hear you guys do that.
Guys, here's anybody in those recordings saying, "What are you doing? Why are you being so extensive about this?" It's okay. We got the bet. Just boils me.
You know what's funny is that Dio oftentimes is the one saying it too.
Oh yeah.
It did sound like he was like, "No, you guys, don't worry about that. Don't do that."
Yeah, we know what a page is, guys. Come on, you know. It's like we don't have to get autistic, guys.
Oh, 72 hours? Yeah, of course. Problem.
What?
Nobody had any real expectations that I would be getting paid if it was the other way around. Give me a break.
Bro, if he lost the bet, I would be hounding Justin in holy right now. I would be.
I bet.
You have nothing to support that, Dio.
Yeah.
He paid in the past. We know that he has a job and he makes money, and
Yeah, I do. I have support. I may have.
yeah.
I may have bet
Chrissy
with
did a cam show, and Justin was supposed to pay the same amount, $50 to Chrissy. Years went by, and I was like, "Hey guys, Justin still hasn't paid Chrissy. Nobody gave a shit. I was the only one opening my mouth."
Tom said he's already paid.
Yeah, how many years afterwards?
I don't understand even how that's relevant, How is that relevant to that?
How is it relevant to how is Justin not being hounded for not paying on an agreement for the payment to another member on this in the community?
You can
Relevant
start
to
that over, regardless.
Wait, you're asking how is that relevant to Dionysus's claim that Justin won't be hounded for not paying? I don't understand the question.
Well, there was like a lot more
What?
specific. They went over all the details. Nothing like that happened. It's totally disanalogous to the Chrissy thing.
Why? Justin agreed to pay and he never paid.
Yeah, but he just said it in passing. They didn't go through a whole stipulating. They never it was like way more formal in this case.
Shut up.
Also, Justin. Also, Justin actually did pay.
Shut up,
Tom, you said that he paid. What do you mean by he paid?
There was a transfer of $50 from Justin to Chrissy.
But it wasn't that long afterwards.
So, godless, when you say that he has never paid it, are you being dishonest? Because you know that he's paid it, right?
Did anybody hear me say Justin never paid?
She said it took
Yes,
a long
you just
time.
said it. No. She just said never paid just now. You can play the recording back. She literally just said never paid.
That's why I told you, Godless. You could have started that one over. I think the issue is Godless. He paid, right?
The issue is he didn't pay for a very long time, at least a year, and nobody
I don't
gave a
think it
shit.
was that long.
And well, does it? The whole point was Dio was saying no one expected him to. Justin to pay. But at worst, Justin takes a long time to pay. But they hammered out when he would have to pay.
Bitch got paid.
So Dionysus just take a long time to pay, okay?
No, but that's the thing, though. They didn't have like a set time frame.
Justin paying a long time.
Yeah, but it was stipulated here in this bed, though, Godless. It can take a long time. I already foresaw this.
Your crystal ball. Justin's bumming me out right now. I'm not coming.
Dionysus, did Big Chum end up paying you or not? Did
You know what?
Big Chum pay?
Dallas, you don't even have to use that one. A better example would be the bet that I won with Big Chum, and I never got my money for that, and nobody gave
Chum won that bet. And you went on that bet, and you tried to get out of that.
Dionysus will pay Justin when Chum pays Dionysus.
Chum won that bet.
No, he didn't win that bet. Even Tom agreed that he won the bet.
Did Justin say he would give money?
Even Tom, wait 1 second. Even
What does he have to do with that? That's Chum.
Even Tom, no, but it doesn't matter. I'm just, the point being is that this is hypocritical, right? You guys are using one set of standards for one person.
No, you made a specific claim, Dionysus. You said that did anyone expect Justin would pay?
No, that's a different question. That's different. Fine, we can deal with that.
You concede that point then?
No, I'm not. I'm not that I can concede or not concede. I'll talk to you about that in a second. But I just want to point out the hypocrisy.
You want to change the topic?
I want to point out the hypocrisy of it. Is no one gave a fuck when Big Chum didn't pay me. If Joe Vaughn's going to sell, he won. Even Tom agreed that I won. Lila agreed that I won.
Tom has since recanted on that, by the way.
No, he didn't.
Let him get away with this.
He never.
Don't let him change.
Where's Lila was a witness to that. She agreed that I won. So here, everybody agreed that I won. So nobody gives a fuck about your opinion, Jovan. All right, like everyone agreed that I had won that bet. Even Chum, I think, agreed that I had won that bet.
All right, so
I don't know who won the bet, but whoever won should get paid.
So it's just you're holding me to a
Not only did Dio
Brief
lose
aside,
that
Jovan, I
bet,
want to know what was the bet that Shamos welched on you? Can you explain what happened with that?
oh, the bet with me with Shamos welched on was Shamos was talking about me being black and saying I'm guaranteed to be black. And he said that if I posted proof I was black, he would pay me, well, white, my bad. If I posted proof I was white, he would pay me $100. I said to him, would a video of my hand with my voice in the background suffice? He said yes. And we agreed to it, and then I went and made the video. I posted the video with my hand in the background, plus with my hand and my voice in the background, and he did not pay me the money because he said
Okay.
that doesn't prove that I'm not black.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
That's
but why did he
irrelevant.
agree to it then? Like, do you guys understand that with bets, you put out like the requirements, and then like when they meet the requirements,
Okay,
you don't
so
then
why aren't
say,
you
"Oh,
guys
those
nagging
requirements suck."
Shamos?
We fucking
did.
had there's a
Who
whole
you
fucking
people? There
I
are
did. I still hound to him this day. What are you talking about? I still say.
Look, everyone is going to be hounded for not welching on the bet. Do you know how much entertainment is going to be like squeezed out of the Chum versus Dio thing? Trust me, we'll cover that. But right now,
What's
it's
the
Dio
Chum versus Dio
versus.
thing? I want to know.
Well, I don't know it. I just know that
Chum versus
that's probably
Dio
gonna
was
be-
Dio said that he could get Chum's mods taken away, or Chum's mods would be gone basically by tomorrow. Now, this was in the morning.
3
And
a.m.
by tomorrow, yeah, this was in the morning, right? And now the next day came by, and Dio had admitted that he lost the bet. Now then Layla came in and said, Dio, you didn't technically lose because it's not the next day or something. I forget exactly. I need to go over the exact information.
How are you going to tell me who won and who lost, and you can't even remember the fucking information? What happened?
Layla, can you give me the exact information of what the the bullshit?
Yeah, they made the
It's a
bet.
technicality.
Dio
That's what
said,
Jovan
"I'm
said.
gonna get your mods taken away by tomorrow." They did that at 3 a.m. Then the next day, like that day, around noon or whatever, he I guess contacted Chum and said that he had lost. Basically, said he had lost, and then I came on and I was like, "Wait, Dio, you didn't lose because it was tomorrow, and you made the bet at 3 a.m. So it's actually the next day." And then, well, I didn't come on all of that day, right? So Dio had conceded and stuff like that. And the next day, when the bet was due, because in my eyes, the bet was due because it was made at 3 a.m. and it was the day after that. I came in and I was like, and Chum had his mods taken away because there was a server split and everything like that. And Krill took away all the mods, and I was like, no way, Dio won this bet. So I told Dio, I was like, you realize that you won the bet, right? Because it was 3 a.m. and you said tomorrow. And so.
Hey, and then
yeah.
Chum sent an Amazon gift card to Dio, and it didn't work.
Yeah, because he sent it to himself on accident. I think Danny had lent him the money, and then he accidentally cashed it in on his own account.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Yeah, because Danny sent him a link, and then he just clicked the link, and then it went into his Amazon account.
So even Chum had agreed, at least at that moment, Chum agreed that he had lost. It just shows how biased and how unimpartial Jovan is, right?
My daddy was so mean.
And so I'm just saying, you guys didn't give a fuck about that. Now you're just giving me a hard time because you don't like me, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
So wait, are you saying that we should have gotten on him for not paying?
I'm just saying that the justice, I think justice should be evenly distributed, and I don't think it is.
Do you think that somehow makes it so you don't have to pay to bet?
No, these are two different cases. I'm just mentioning.
Why are you bringing it up then? If it has nothing to do, if it's two different cases, and the moral of the story is what's the moral of the story though?
No, Joe, you're trying to make it seem like I'm saying this is relevant to the bet, and it is in some part it is, but I'm saying in other my argument for not paying is because I thought that Justin was permanently left the community, and I had no expectations of him paying me because he had been gone for so many months. I thought he was completely gone from the community. I thought it was done with. It'd be equivalent of dying. It would have been. I mean, he could have been dead for all I had known.
Because
So
he clicked because he was banned from a server.
no, I thought he was gone. I talked to Danny. Danny and I went to eat sushi like less than a couple weeks ago, and I asked Danny, and he said I haven't spoken to Justin in quite a while. I think he said like 2 months.
What's
So
that
I had
got to do
no.
with anything?
I had
Someone
no
tells you
expectation.
that information, the bets are off based on that.
Yeah, in my eyes, the bets are off. If there's no further communication with that
So
person, I
any
don't think
bet that
the
you're
bet.
in, you could just appeal to a person and say, and then
No,
if they
no,
say,
no. I'm saying no. You're gonna try to fucking like weasel words in and try to make.
"Oh, I'm the
respect.
weasel. I'm the weasel."
No, but
Okay, gotcha.
but I'm saying within reason, a reasonable intelligence, what they would expect, and I'm telling you, I had no expectations of getting paid by him if I had completed it.
Every single person in here would be asking Justin
Well,
the same question.
people in this room are partial against me, so I'm not surprised. Duh.
What?
They'd
What do
be
you mean,
going after
what?
Justin though.
Yeah, a lot of these people aren't fans of Justin.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, why is it relevant that people are against you then?
Why would you not seeing somebody think you didn't have to pay them? Think you didn't have a commitment with them?
Come on, guys.
It's just
JJ
fucking stupid.
I want to talk to you about this.
You're just fucking dumb, Dio.
Well, I'm not homeless though.
Actually,
but I'm not homeless.
You're a pussy, and I
I'm
can't.
competent
It's
enough-
really.
At least I'm competent
It's really
enough. At
just
least I'm-
sad.
At least I'm
Listen, kind of weasel out.
At least I'm
Hey,
confident.
for a lost bet.
At least I'm confident
$50.
enough. Not, at least I'm
$50, Dio.
At least I'm competent
Just
enough not to find myself homeless.
Live up to your commitment.
Yeah, like the one that your commitment to Lydia.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought everyone agreed not to bring that up.
I never agreed.
Not Dio.
Dio, why would you
Dio
bring?
is garbage.
That's so weak. Ah.
It's.
I just funny. It's just funny hearing people who are like.
Look, play me the world. Look, you're the biggest victim in the world. You
I
still
never
owe him $50. That's what you're doing, though. All you're doing is going. Look, it's funny how people don't care about this, but with me, like, what? How is that not you saying that? Like you're the victim?
I gave another reason why. I said that was in part related to it, but another part was that with a person with reasonable intelligence and with reasonable expectations, would not have believed that Justin would pay me if the tables had been turned. All right.
Yeah, but we shut that down, Dio. We shut it down, and you started complaining.
I have paid every bet except for this one. All right, and I have no problem with you. I have no problems with you guys. Which opinions I don't really care that much about in the first place. I have no problem with you guys calling me.
This is just the saddest.
Do you even have anything done with the book?
Yes, I do.
What?
Hey Dio, what's up, buddy?
Who's that? Hey, JC.
Hey, man.
What do you think? Did you hear my case?
Sorry, I was looking for my vape.
Oh, are you vaping?
Was it up your butt?
I have one. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a refill though.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, and then I kind of went and got a refill today, but I was going to try to stop getting refills.
Dio, you guys can continue. Are you gonna be around in January?
Yeah, sure. I mean, unless I'm dead, but yeah, I plan to be here around.
Well, I was all good except for that last statement. Why?
I mean, but if I just happen to like get in a car accident or something like that, that's all I meant by that.
Okay, so to be clear, you have no plans on dying in the next, say, month.
No. Why, you gonna be down?
Yeah.
Cool.
Me and Danny are gonna visit you, Dio.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Just don't make any bets with them.
I guarantee you, my perception of me in real life is not the same perception you probably have of me over the internet. I promise you that.
So what?
In real life, he's Zorro. I'm gonna
He
worry
thinks of
about you,
himself as a
JC.
god in real life.
I'm not worried, JJ.
Well, maybe you should.
What do you guys
I
want to
think
do?
I'm a nice person.
Everybody who knows me in real life, Danny, people who've spoken about me to Danny, that's like a third party, have said nothing good but good things about me. So, yeah, so it's not me.
That's utterly retarded. No, you know, there's a lot of like serial killers and shit that like have people in their lives that, or people that just freak out, kill a bunch of people, or even the dude that went and shot up the black church. They all had people that thought they were really nice people and everything.
Yeah, I don't see how it's that relevant.
I don't think Dio would have done it, to be honest.
Done what?
I don't think you would have met the bet in time.
Oh, that's fine.
How far are you in your book?
I'm not going to talk about it.
What the fuck?
I mean, like, if I was amongst friends, if I was like Danny or like a few other people, maybe even JC, maybe I would talk to them about it. But like, I'm not really that interested in talking to people that I view as enemies.
I thought the bet was that you write part of this book.
I mean, Dionysus, no one cares about that. I mean, it's just obvious that you're just nothing but posturing. That's all you do. You should write a book on that.
Always, like, I've been gone for like almost a month, and it's like nothing but venom still. Like, is like your personal
You
life.
just said I was an enemy out of nowhere. Don't you be a little bitch and say you're getting nothing but venom from people. Layla and I were defending you for a bit.
Well, let me ask you something, Joe. Do I get more venom from you than sugar, or the other way around? What do you think?
I think on whole you've actually gotten more sugar.
Like I have a very simple policy. I treat people the way they treat me.
That's not true.
JC, have I ever treated you poorly?
Well, there's that incident in the Ask Yourself server.
Well, that wasn't done intentionally.
You always mess up. You always mess up.
Well, no, I mean, come on, JC, seriously though, like that was me just like trying to save myself and didn't realize like that was going to hurt you as a consequence.
Seems
right?
like you agree that you have treated him poorly.
I didn't mean to. I wish it would have been played out differently. I didn't do it intentionally to hurt.
Right, you did treat him poorly.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't have mens rea. I didn't try to hurt him. You know, sometimes you hurt people without intentionally trying to hurt them.